Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Tonight we're going to talk about the reveals coming out of New York Comic-Con, Mcfarlane toys, and more. We'll also share our latest toy hauls and try to stump John. All of that and more tonight on Toy Geeks. Hello everybody and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay and with me, as always, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern is my good friend John. John, how you doing tonight?
I am doing good. Socks are tied, bottom of the 12th. I'm on pins and needles.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be I thought the game was already over. I didn't realize, I've been kind of running around. I have a lot of friends over at the house this weekend, so it's kind of been crazy over here, so I haven't gotten to see the updates. So hopefully, John, for you, my friend, I hope they end up winning this game for
Me
whatever
too.
that's worth.
End of the 12th.
It's gonna be okay. You know what? Just you're here now, and you can just relax and not have to stress about the game.
That's right.
And then,
That's right. I'm turning off the screen.
Yeah, it's like a time machine. And you'll go forward in time where hopefully they already have had an amazing walk-off win and everything is okay. Hello, everybody in the chat. It is hopping in the chat tonight. Michael is here. John Rhodes, Justin Cobweb, Old School Shinobi. Is that a mass figure? No, it's a prototype Luke Skywalker figure. Throwback Turtle, Jason, Mr. Home Alone. Pop Actor is here. Nelson, CAF, Todd Smith is in the house. Beast Mode, the C&J Experience, Black Box, BMM, Free Reign, Space Cowboy, Nightmare, Brand 3G, Phineas Bow, Joshua, Ruth, Adam Smegberg, Gray School, no Motu, right? There is some Motu news. Don't worry. Michael Wallace, Sunday Fun Day, indeed. Chris and Jamie Ross, Jamie Von, Master Blaster, James Manton, Riley Bob, Figure Assassin, Runs with Caesars, Gamaliel, Sean with a W, Bullwinkle 80, Hung Wen, Evil Villain, Judy, Jack Knight, and oh my God, jumped up again. Dolphin, Nelson, Gary. I hope I didn't miss. I think I missed some people in there. Andrew Clark, Black Box Studio, Alias Angel, Alias David V. Throwback Girl, Adam Gary is here. Oh, I haven't seen Gary in forever. I hope you're well, my friend. Happy Butters Blast. Black Phoenix, Soundwave, Weird Fantastic Toys, J Mac, Roberto Colon, Mark 44, Damn Ash, Michael Shields. You did make it. You made it in time. Oh my God. Yes, hi is it's the GDL community. This great group of toy geeks that comes and hangs out every Sunday night does grow by the week. Excited to exactly it'll turn into that. I'll just keep reading it faster. Yeah, the micro machines guy. I can practice it. I can get that fast. I know I can. Ms. Ike DeVale sending it on Wednesday. Sorry for the delay. Yes, I think Mike's gonna be getting some Nerd Bombers. We'll get some good stuff pretty soon. Go Sox, a lot of Sox fans. Roberto Colon. I'm breathing now.
Black Box Studios. That's my buddy Joseph Michael or Michael Joseph, however you want to call him, up in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, go Brewers then for him, right? Wisconsin, isn't that in Milwaukee? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's over the same area. Happy birthday. We need to spread this community if for no other reason than watching Jay name over 1,000 names right off the bat. Yeah, I think there's an eventual point I can't, do it that fast anymore, but I'm going to try because you know what? It's not just about John and I talking toys. It's about talking toys with you all. So welcoming not just John and I here, but all of you as well are just as important. This show would not be as special or as cool without everyone participating live in this every single week. Isn't that right, John? Because we did it without people the first 6 or so episodes. And then the first one we did as in live, like, this was awesome. Let's keep doing it.
Yep. Yeah. And even that first one, the PowerCon recap, I had a major internet snafu.
Right. Yeah.
I had to run to a different room.
You licked it up on that one because it was like 30 minutes or something. It was about the same amount of time.
Is that what we're gonna call it now?
I think licked it up. If the internet knocks you out of the stream for 30 minutes, I think he'd be okay with that. I haven't talked to him about it. I think he'd be okay if your internet knocks you out of a live stream for 30 minutes. It's called a nightlick. That's the verb now. Chris and Jamie Ross is still waiting on Motu Wave 6. Me too. When we talk about toy hauls this week, it became to the point of obsession trying to find all of Wave 6. And I don't know why. It's because I have a disease and I need to just share it with you all here this week because it was really frustrating for no good reason. Because I know Mike from Nerd Bombers is gonna have Wave 6 probably this week or something like that. But this is what happens to us toy geeks sometimes is we get obsessive and it's not healthy.
Patience.
But you know,
patience, grasshopper.
Ride the dragon sometimes. I don't know. Anywho, yeah. Excited to be here, John. But before, I guess, you know what? There is something I do want to say before we got into the news for this week. I believe there is a very important birthday happening this week. And I believe somebody that I know this coming week is turning the big 4-0. And that person is none other than co-host of Toy Geeks, John. It's your birthday this week.
That's right. That's right. It's just another day.
40 years old. And you know what? You look so young. I can tell you don't have kids because you don't look a day over 30. And really jealous of the youth I see in your eyes. But still, John, happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
Hope, it's a day of celebration and fun times in the.
It's probably going to be another Tuesday.
Well, yeah, everyone in the chat, wish John a very happy birthday. Yeah, the special guest appearance of Natalie Brewer. I've been working on it nonstop to get Natalie to be here to sing happy birthday, a la Marilyn Monroe style to you live on the show. But she had a last minute cancellation to jump on. There's no Natalie Brewer.
She's singing happy Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday to someone else.
But John, I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Riley. I'm getting started. I thought it would be fun tonight. We don't really advertise the super chats too much. We're thankful for them. But what if throughout tonight's stream, every single super chat that gets sent in goes directly to you, John, so that you can buy whatever it is you want for your birthday. Hopefully we get enough of them in. We've never gotten a whole lot of super chats before, but if people out there feel so inclined to help John treat himself for his birthday, because I know John very well, he very rarely treats himself on his birthday, or really in general. You kind of just like, maybe you'll buy a collection and you'll keep a little bit of it and then sell the rest of it. So if we could get all super chats from today's episode, every penny after YouTube takes its cut is going to be given to John for his birthday present. So Riley Bob started things off here for $5. So please, if you could, drop a super chat, whatever you feel comfortable giving for John's birthday this week. Happy birthday, John. Get a B-Day toy on us. Agreed.
Do you want to see what I got myself? It's not technically a toy haul.
Okay, yeah, sure. What'd you get yourself?
Hold on. Let me show you.
My gift is John will probably stumble upon my toy collection. Oh, look at that. Amazing.
I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it with the glare.
No, it looks good. Quince. Oh, that looks great.
I go back on the 26th to keep it going because it's just kind of roughed out right now.
Yeah.
But I did that on Thursday night.
Amazing. That looks fantastic. Phineas Box says my gift to John will be stumbling upon my toy collection at Goodwill when I die. John very rarely gets truckloads of toys. We got some super chats coming in now. Happy birthday, John, from Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Another $5. Happy birthday, fellow Libra. There you go. Support John's birthday bash. Indeed. Thank you, CAF. Another $5 to our dear friend John. Josh also sending one in. Happy birthday, John. As well as Brandon 3G, $9.99. That gets you a Motu, He-Man the Motu figure. I think it's about what they cost. So there you go. Free reign. Treat yourself. Indeed. Treat
Wow.
yourself, John. See the love.
Everyone is too kind. This is too
It's
much.
rolling in. I love this. It's just going to be like an NPR fundraiser drive for you, John, so that you can get something cool.
Can we get Natalie on the phones?
We got Natalie on the phone. She's here all night with us. She's taking your calls. Another super chat here from Evil Villain. Happy birthday. See, I love it.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Well, all right, and hopefully it just keeps going. Just keep sending them in anytime. If you want to have a chat pulled up on the thing, it's guaranteed. Guaranteed. The only caveat I will say this, John, is you have to spin it on something for yourself. No, like
I will.
buying something for the business or something. This is for you.
I don't need like a gallon of milk or buy shampoo or something.
Exactly.
It's got to be earmarked.
It can't
for a toy.
Something complete. It can't be sensible. It has to be completely absurd. I would send my Playboys to John if I could. Phineas Rock, doing a TGL swag bag for donating like PBS. Listen, I've been working on getting a Patreon set up. So if you all are really interested in it, if I can get that going and get some money rolling, then I can make merch and stuff. And yeah, I think that's something that could happen on the horizon for sure. Chip in and buy a Natalie cameo. There you go. Is she on Cameo? See, if I was really preparing well for this, I would have done that. John, may your day be full of joy. May your LeBron figures all have their heads.
I still see postings for LeBron heads going around.
It's crazy. They still like so, and then the Marvin the Martian heads also are all getting picked off.
Really?
Yeah. That's at least one of the Walmarts.
Man.
Again, I've been to so many toy stores this past week. It's been absurd. Nelson sending in some love. It's not much, but thanks for all the great Sunday nights. Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Thank you.
Looks good. Black Box Studios. Enjoy. $4.99.
Thank you, friend.
All right. Now that we've gotten these birthday wishes away, please keep the super chats coming in for John's B-Day. Let's hit the news. John, what do you say?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Here we go. So, I was kind of hoping more stuff would come out of New York Comic Con, but it was kind of, I don't know, there were some things. There wasn't a lot of things. It wasn't like San Diego Comic Con. And I know New York Comic Con's not really the same level as San Diego Comic Con, but I think the big thing was they showed Ghostbusters Afterlife, and friends of the channel, yes, have some, they were there. Tons of people were there. Really happy for them to get to see it. The early reviews had me really, really super excited for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So we'll definitely be doing a stream on here for something or some such whenever that movie does come out. But there was still some cool stuff unveiled. Mcfarlane drop in the Dark Knight collection with not a build-a-figure, a build-a-horse.
That is kind of absurd,
right? But John, what's your thoughts here on? I mean, we kind of probably expected there would be a Dark Knight wave, but what's your thoughts on this wave? What we're seeing from this picture
so far? I like all of it. It's a nice, obviously, it's a good rounded out assortment. When they announced this, because they had announced it, in leaks weeks prior. They didn't say what the Build-A-Figure was.
Yeah.
The running consensus was we're going to get a mutant leader Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
Then they showed this. I mean, it's awesome. I assume the packages are going to be massive for how they're going to divide the horse up.
Yeah.
Especially just the
4 figures. What is like the mid torso thing going to be in the Robin, I guess, probably.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. The chunkiest part of the horse has to go in with the smallest figure. But I guess I'd only be concerned that the horse might have like loose articulation.
But if you look at how it kind of cuts into the body here, it's like almost kind of like, I don't know, like a swivel cut in the horse body, which is interesting. I do want to pop up this one here. Happy Butters Blast. Happy birthday, John. How many more super chats until John can get a Galactus? Gonna need a lot of them.
Yeah, gonna
Gonna
need
need
a
a
lot.
lot of them. So keep the super chats coming if John's gonna be able to get it. Because now he's got to pay secondary prices on Galactus. Yeah, guess who is going on? Yeah, I think questions on Joker's textured jacket. It was that way in the comic, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, almost like a. I didn't think it was like a satiny kind of jacket. It was more like a,
Like a tweed-ish.
like a tweed houndstooth.
Mm-hmm.
But
And yeah, one is
McFarlane
going
is
to
getting
get
famous for that texture.
Adam01 is going to come with just head. Yeah, and I think it makes sense for the Joker, right? If we're going to reenact a Godfather scene with just the horse head, it makes sense that it would go with the Joker, right?
Yep.
Space Cub says 90 more super chats in order for John to get a Galactus for his birthday.
Oh.
Chris O'Donnell, Robin, hey, all music. Hot Toys is doing one. I got them in pre-order. They'll have to have extended packaging.
Yes, because he has extended packaging.
That's what she said.
I forgot about that button.
Yeah, new price for Galactus. I don't know. Are they already selling secondary? Like, are they selling pre-orders on eBay for people that bought them already? I'm sure it's expensive.
Technically, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to sell pre-orders on eBay until there's a 30-day window of arrival. But the Sentinel, even with the wonky knees, are still going for like $800.
Nice. Maybe I'm not going to sell mine, but $800. That's a good load of cash.
Now go for the Optimus Prime.
Let me get that on. Yeah. Oh God, Optimus Prime. Good Lord. Yeah. Gamaliel, don't feel bad. I think he said I'm not in a position to contribute to John. I'm sorry. No, listen, you being here, being present, being a part of this is all you need to do. If you can give, awesome. If not, again, don't ever stress about that at all. Grateful for those that can, but grateful that we're all here together is the most important part.
Absolutely.
Jason here as well. Happy birthday, John. Also, Jade, always makes me laugh that you just gave up on trying to say my last. Well, I'm guessing it's a soft K. I'm going to say Nettage. Nedged. You need to like give me a call or something. Go ahead.
Is it Netje? Is it supposed to be like the line over the E?
Oh yeah, Netje. You haven't missed the Motu Pics yet. We'll do that one next. Why not? Always buy 3. That's just too much. It's too much. How do you feel about the New York Comic Con GB Afterlife screening? That's awesome. I think that's great. They screened it. Was it at South by Southwest? There was some other thing they screened it at a month ago, I think. So I kind of figured they would screen it at New York Comic Con as well. Again, I had a friend kind of thing planned this weekend, so there's no way I could go to it. But happy for those that saw it, though. I will say, I think it looks really, really cool. Or it looked like a really fun time there. And again, hearing the early reviews and everything, really excited for that film. But I think if anything, I'm gonna be thankful to see it in a movie theater with family, with friends. I'm hoping we can. I think Gary had a great idea to maybe try to rent out a theater in Raleigh to watch it amongst family and friends. You would be invited as well, John. I'll try to make sure it's a time that you could show up to. And
that would be amazing,
right? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Yes, it was screeners at Comic-Con, CinemaCon. That's where it was. Yeah, so they've had it done for a while. All right. So yeah, I'm excited about these. I bought the Superman and Robin and Batman. And I think the armored Batman when it was in the Mattel line. I really dug as it used the Motu C bucks. So it was cool. You had basically a Motu Classics Batman and Superman, which was cool.
Yep.
But I think these, Mcfarlane doing it. I know it's not Frank Miller, but it's he's clearly influenced by Frank Miller, right? I think it's just kind of a cool coming home kind of thing for the Dark Knight collection. Like, does that seem right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like in the vein of the Dark Knight Rises or the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Because even the armored Batman from the Dark Knight Returns that McFarlane has already done, isn't. it's like if McFarlane did it himself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he had a knack to draw like Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was, it was like that. It's not exact, but
Yep.
it's good enough. And same case with these. These look like a little bit more the DC Direct versions with better articulation, and that's what I like that a lot more than the Mattel ones. The Mattel ones were fun,
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to these.
Oh, this is interesting. Phineas says Todd McFarlane did some uncredited inking for Dark Knight Returns.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Again, it's cliche to say it's one of your favorite comic book series or whatever, right? Because everybody loves it. It changed. It's one of those like Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns are kind of those comics that changed comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems disingenuous to say it's like one of your favorite books ever. You know, it's 3 books. Or is it 4? Is it 4? 3? I'm blanking now.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I think it's
Is it 4?
It might be 4.
I bet. See, now I'm just being a bad nerd, but I do really love the story.
It was that book that you read that it made you feel like an adult for reading it.
Yes. 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 It just like it.
There's so much dialogue, especially with like the newscaster scenes.
Yes.
And honestly, I hated that when I was young reading that. I'm like, this is so boring.
I liked it because I wanted to aspire to be a sophisticated adult. You know, like how you would sit and I don't know, pretend to have like an overcoat and use a bubble pipe because you're gonna be sophisticated like an adult and you read fine literature like the collected Dark Knight Returns. Anyways, I love the book. I've always loved the book. I have the graded copy right there, the first first issue, and so I think having the Batman on the horse looks amazing. The Superman's okay. I think I'd like to see it in person. But the Joker, the Robin, I think it all looks really great. I think it's a great ad here. Natalie is here. What?
Yes.
Come on now.
Sox won.
Oh, they did? Oh, see what I tell you, John? What I tell you? And I think last week you got the Stump John right. And you and I said that was
yeah, that was the luck for the win against the Yankees.
So the Toy Geeks energy is what is carrying the Sox this postseason.
We gotta keep it going.
Social media DKR in year 1 just perfect. Agreed. Like it's just everything posts that it was influenced by. You can't argue that it wasn't influenced or some form or fashion. So
yep.
I think this is a really cool set of toys. A lot of this is just it's coming up, John. This week we're getting a lot of super chats for John's birthday. His Sox win, turning 40. That's a big number. How do you feel? You feel nervous getting that old?
No.
Nice.
I've never made a big deal out of my birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was a kid, I never liked parties for myself. I never liked having like the attention on me.
That's fair. Well, it's good that you're on a live stream blasted across the entire world. So
well, no, like it's different. This is different because I when we do this, I know there's like all these people talking and watching.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm talking with you. And
there's people watching our normal conversations.
Yeah.
Weird, fantastic. Come on, the Motu figures. I have to go to bed soon. Thanks. You know what? Because yes, so nicely. Let's jump to that next. Images of the new He-Man and the Motu figures. Some first time I've seen these figures. We have the Ram Mam figure as well as the Orc O figure from the toy line. I believe there's a second picture. Here it is. That also had the Evil Lynn figure, which we haven't seen yet. So I thought this was kind of, wow, it's so tiny. Ew. Can I have a...
I don't think there's a bigger pic.
Oh my, it is tiny. Well, anyway, thanks, Toy News Eye. Yeah, I'll go back to this one. At least that's a little bit bigger. Because I just pulled the actual video, the picture file, and it's like that big. Wait, here, hold on. I'll share that picture real quick. To show you that I'm not lying. Here we go. Oh, okay. So that made it a little bit bigger. Okay. It's gonna be super grainy though. This is how big it is though. It's so small.
Oh man.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's not
Okay.
bad.
All right. That's passable for a stream. Anyway, have you seen the whole show yet, John?
No, I haven't. I want to. I got to make time to do it. I started watching some other stuff. I watched Midnight Mass.
That's okay. That's all right. You'll get to it.
I'll get to it.
Well, I for one, out of here, the ones here, I think the Evil Lyn looks really awesome. Again, both Evil Lyn and Tila as kind of the new sorceress have this really cool kind of space effect. Her with her kind of like headdress wings, and then the actual wings of Tila / the sorceress. And they kind of do these really cool like magic effects of like if like say they shoot blasts at Tila and then she uses the wings to like shoot the blast into space. So there's just a lot of really cool stuff. So I really dig the effect here on the Evil Lyn, which I really like. And then the Orko, I just think he looks really cool. Always love the translucent plastics. And, I don't want to spoil it in the show, but I mean, you see in the trailer that Orko is like a robot, but they explain it in a really cool way that I really like. And he's a lot of fun. And what's nice is he's still a bit of the comic relief, but it's not as annoying, but he's still really fun. Like to my kids, they really laugh at him a lot. So it's neat to see the, comic relief character like land jokes with my 3-year-old and 7-year-old, kind of the same way these comic relief characters, Slime or Orko, Snarf or whatever, would for us as kids, which was kind of neat. In stores, really all we've seen so far. I know some people have been getting the Man-at-Arms, but it's been Skeletor, He-Man, and Trapjaw. I still have not found Man-at-Arms, though. I really want to because the Man-at-Arms looks really cool. And then the Ram Mam. I don't know. This is an attachment on her head, I guess, to show the effect of her doing her kind of Ram Mam blast.
Yeah.
But that's not how she looks in the show. So I'm going to hope and assume her normal helmet will look more like it does on the show. She also looks really pink here, and she's kind of just flesh colored on the show. So I'm kind of curious to see how this one looks in person. But still excited to get her because she's a lot of fun. She's really, and there's kind of this, I don't want to say, it's not really a love triangle between her and Adam, but there's kind of this tension once Adam isn't because they're kind of friends before all of this kind of stuff happens, and there's just tension between Adam becoming He-Man and kind of maybe leaving their normal life behind a little bit, which I really like. This pop actor, I'll stick with the origins, call me oldie. Yeah, I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. There's no judgment there. I think either way. But it's in person, I think it looks really cool. Space Cowboy, I've seen both Man-at-Arms figures on shelves. They look cool. Well, that's awesome. I can't wait for them to hit me. And Ram Mam, are you saying no? That is her name. But again, I know you think it sounds cringy on its face, but in the show, I think it earns the name. Is all I'll say.
Don't they call her something else?
She has a name. I can't remember.
She has like a name. It's almost like Ram Mam is like a nickname.
Exactly. Like the same thing. Like she comes up with He-Man. She's like, you're like a He-Man or whatever. So like their names, it kind of makes fun of the naming structure that Mattel gave the toys back then. Because again, I think you look at any of the old He-Man, they're all kind of tongue-in-cheek, silly names. Right.
Yeah.
Like and so what's neat about the show is, calling He-Man, or Ram Mam, or Man-at-Arms, or Evil Lyn, because her name's Evelyn. So there's all these just kind of fun plays on why they're called what they're called, or how they get to their more Motu mythology names in a really fun way, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Duncan, like as a child, right? more than a man. It's just like child at arms, not so much man at arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crass is Ram Mam, which was Ram Man's real name in the 2000X series. There you go. Crass. Yep.
Oh.
Happy Buddies Blast. I'm passing on these toys due to lack of full articulation, but if they Masterverse these designs with articulation, then I'll buy it. They will. So at PowerCon, they announced that as part of Masterverse, as well as the cool, was it New Eternia? I'm blanking out what they called that. The cool Eternia line that had the neat versions of Skeletor and He-Man and a bunch of this. Was it New Eternia? Anyway.
No, I thought it was just He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Like
yes.
on their packages.
Yes, it was. It was what I'm saying. But like, so how they'll have Masterverse won't just be about Revelation.
Oh, yeah.
New Eternia. I think Princess of Power was on the packaging. And yes, they had this show's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on the packaging. So I assume that we will get kind of adult collector versions or Masterverse versions of these character designs. And I totally agree for those that feel like these are too toyetic or too kiddie. And 100% agree they're more for the kids. But I think some of these, this level of toy design is still pretty cool. And again, it's under $10. The rest of everything so far has kind of been too expensive for my taste, even though I've bought it and posted my video today on these figures. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but give it a view after this show. There it is. I got a couple, and some I liked and some I didn't. So definitely check that out after this.
Is that why Skeletor had the Nell set?
Yeah,
around him.
Yep. I'll talk a bit more in toy hauls, but I really get into it in the unboxing. Yeah, it was a mixed bag, to say the least. So I totally get that if these figures aren't for you, but the fact they're going to do a Masterverse on these, I'm definitely in for that for sure.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. Oh, very nice. I didn't know it was their Thanksgiving today. Do you think that logo they're using is for the CGI series or no? I think it's going to be for the CGI series, 100%. 100%. What is New Attorney about? I've seen the figures. It's just them kind of doing new takes or maybe pulling from the archives, just kind of doing anything they want to within the He-Man universe, the Motu universe. Right?
Yeah.
That's how they explain it in the panel.
It seems like it's going to be, they can take, like an old figure that was never produced from like any of the old art books that have been out numerous times and throw it in a Revelation style buck. So, we get a figure form of something that we've never had before, or just a reimagining of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think it could be really cool. Because I think that's when for me, that's when He-Man's at its best, is when they're just going for it. Mm-hmm. And He-Man hasn't, or Motu or whatever, hasn't had that since when it was originally being released. Because everything since then has been echoes of what was done 82 to 87, right?
Yep.
And so I think that's what has me most excited about the New Eternia subline of Masterverse, is maybe they can just kind of branch out and just do some new stuff. And that's what I think appeals to me about this version as well. Even though it's still echoes of the original, it is really going out there and trying to do something different, which I find fun. And but it's different, but it stays true to the core ideals of what Masters of the Universe is. And that's why I think it's a fun show.
Yep.
Enigmatic Penguin discovered the channel in the debate, and it's the one I watch now because I can't stand the drama with the others. We try our best to be drama free. And that's what John and I will always strive for. And I know we hosted the debate, but it was in an effort to hopefully allow those two channels to squash the beefs and be able to resolve it and move on. How effective that was, I will leave to anyone's interpretation that has been a part of it. There will be no comments from us.
We're just here to have fun. That's all.
Toys are fun. That's our motto. Toys are fun, and let's share in that fun together. That's what we believe. Froggy, hey, sorry. Hey guys, at work just realized, oh wait, it's Geek time. Well, welcome. Hope we're making your workday a little bit easier today, Froggy. Justin, I love the show. Thank you, Justin. It's very kind of you to say. Chris and Jamie Ross, if they do these in master versions, I'm in. They are. They will. So you're in. You're in. This channel, Tools. We are Tools. I am sorry for that fist drop. Phineas, tons of drama in Stump John. That is true, Phineas. You are right. It does get a little drama filled.
It does. It does.
Figure Assassin. So how many Motu lines are there? Well, you've got Origins, Masterverse, and this, I guess, main retail toy line for He-Man, right? Is that what we would call it?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is like just it's not aimed at collectors. It's just aimed at anyone who wants to buy a He-Man figure. And then there's the minifigures too, Eternia minis. That's another line.
You're right, Eternia minis. That's a good point. Mega Constructs. But I guess out of like, I don't know, standard. I don't know. There's a lot. There is a lot. There is 100% a lot. Jason says if I still did toy reviews, I would make a vid about toys that go together. This weekend I pulled out my old 2003 Zevos Skeletor. Seems to be a good fit with the Motu Origins line. Zevos. Is that?
Oh, Zevos. Yeah, they're like I would say the closest thing to compare them to would be probably like Bionicles.
Okay.
Maybe. If I remember right, I might be remembering wrong. But I would say they're closely to Bionicles.
Yep. Okay. Jason, another super chat. Like Jason's just giving you some birthday love today, John. Not sure if you guys have any, but just thought I would tell you, help spread the word. And that's a good point. I don't have any. And do you have any, John? I'm guessing yes or no?
I've had some before. I've had some in collections. You know, it took me a while to figure out what they were because they were all disassembled.
J-Mac and Mondo. You're right. Mondo's doing stuff. There's a lot. There is a point, like a saturation point for me for any toy line where the more it does, the less interested I become because I just can't keep up. But so far it's kept my attention, all this Motu stuff. And I don't know, it's just because it's been so long. It's the Titanic meme. It's been 87 years. It's been so long since it's had this much love. I'm all in. Similar to Ghostbusters, like it's been maybe about the same amount of time, maybe even longer for Ghostbusters, because Motu had that kind of those what was this, the anniversary figures 99 or the commemorative figures in 99 and then 2000X. But it's really been since probably Extreme Ghostbusters, and that was even kind of pretty low key compared to what we're getting now. So it gets me so excited because it's something that hasn't been done to this level in a long time. Similar to how Power of the Force 2, when that dropped in 95, it had been 10 years since Star Wars stuff was really kind of heavily hitting toy shelves. That we all went crazy for a long time. And I bought up everything there for, through Phantom Menace, maybe through 2000 or so. And even still after that, still picked up things every now and still do to this day. But so I think there is something in the time in between it hitting that makes us more fanatic about it. What do you think about that, John?
Yeah. I think, for me, I would say, I think we notice more of what could be saturation because of how much I like Masters.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been saturation of Transformers and G.I. Joe for, over and over again. And it's out there. I just don't pay attention to it. Because, I'm not going to say I don't care about Transformers or G.I. Joe. I just, pick and choose the things. But with He-Man, now that it's all out there, I think maybe it's just catching up with the big three of the 80s.
Yes. People are asking, move on to to Origins. There's not much Origins news except for more people are getting Wave 7. And John and I might be able to get Wave 7 this week.
Oh,
for what it's worth. But if you check on my Instagram page, Geek Dad Life, give it a follow if you haven't already. The lovely individual that took the pictures that we talked about last week's show she sent in an email saying that she like got, was really surprised because she watches this show, and she was kind of like, oh my God, that's my pictures that they're talking about. She was thankful I cut off her name on the share. But she sent me more of those pictures. So you can see these, more directly on your phone if you want to at home on the Geek Dad Life Instagram page. But yeah, she sent kind of a bunch of pictures in action. And again, I'm so pumped. The Sorceress looks so good. And the buzz off.
No pun intended. The buzz off has so much buzz around him. Everybody that gets him, they're like, this is the best figure so far.
Which is insane that it's buzz off.
I know. It's not, people, like Scareglow came and went, some other popular characters came and went, and buzz off is, taking center stage. Yeah. I still want to see the back. I still want to know if those wings are on a ball hinge. It's killing me.
If she's watching right now, please send in and we get some back shots here.
Because I saw a picture with the wings removed, but no front, no picture from the back.
Well, I also got some more pictures. See, okay, none of these had the backs either. Another friend of the channel, Patrick, he also got Wave 7 and sent some pictures in. I have not posted that on my Instagram yet, mainly just because I've been busy, but I will at some point. So definitely give it a follow if you want to see him kind of up close and in person. Let me pull some of these pictures up as well. And these are really small for some reason. But still, I think she did a really good job taking these pictures. I just love the scene. I love the melee. And I just love this scene here with the gray skull and somebody posted on there that they didn't realize that the Wind Raider attaches to the gray skull. It's in the directions for the Wind Raider. It's how I have my Wind Raider set up right now. There's a little nub that the gun goes on, and you can kind of pull out the Wind Raider from its gray skull stand and kind of plug it into the top turret there, which is really cool. Which to me is way cooler and more useful in a display than the Motu Classics version, I think.
Yeah, because the Motu Classics flight stand that came with that is just kind of solid black. Doesn't really, I don't know, not a big fan. And it plugs into the porthole on the Grayskull floor. It's like, what is it? It's just kind of hovering inside the castle.
Exactly. I think that is for sure. Black Phoenix, I need that Castle Grayskull.
They're showing up. You found them in the wild.
I did. Again, if you follow, and I put a link to the Target that's there, and I went back a couple days later because again, I've been obsessively searching for Wave 6, and they were still there. So they're out there. I would say look in, at Christmas time at Targets, they'll have like that section for the big present, like that big Hot Wheels garage and any of the big stuff that Target, but it's usually only for like the holiday shopping season. That's where these were. And so I assume that is where most of these are going to be showing up at Targets if you have not found one yet. A lot are coming. I mean, there was, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 that were sitting there on the shelf when I took this picture. So that for sure is pretty darn exciting. But yeah, definitely give the old Geek Dad Life Instagram a follow if you can. We hit over 1,000 followers, which was pretty exciting. All right, and so thank you for everybody following over there. Let me pull up these other pictures of Wave 7. I don't know why these came in a little small. I'm sorry. No, darn it, they're all grainy. I'm sorry, Patrick. I screwed up your pictures. Well, either give the Instagram page a follow, and you'll see there. But I didn't get any back pictures of the buzz off. So if either of you want to send in the back pictures for John, we'll get that as soon as possible.
I'm just so curious.
Figure Assassin, you just ain't looking for it. The containers were unloaded last week and trucked in this week. Shelves are full. Maybe elsewhere, but not in Raleigh. I know they've been showing up because if you watched my toy hauls last week, I got everybody but Web Store. But people scooped up the web stores, I guess, in every place that I found Wave 6 at 2 Targets, and in both cases, well, one, they were completely trashed. The bubbles were absolutely trashed. The ones that I got that I showed last week were kind of messed up, but no web stores at either of them. So but I do think more are coming. To your point, I believe there are starting to hit pretty hard right now. And this is a good point by Happy Butters Blast. Target right now has Castle Grayskull for $80 and has a buy $20 for toys, get 25 off. So get that and some other toy for $20. Yeah, I think it's $10 off $50 and $20 off 100. They do it every now and then. So just something to be aware of. Clawful, we need to know where is Clawful. You've seen him. Yes, he was at PowerCon. I'm guessing he's maybe Wave 8. He wasn't part of Wave 7. So he's coming.
Yeah. He's going to be Wave 8, probably.
Yeah. Froggy, so sad that Fisto was denied a Vac Metal Fist. I know. It is sad. I'm sorry. But maybe they will. Again, the deluxe Fisto. Or they'll make a Stridor Fisto pack, and then that's when he'll get his Vac Metal Fist.
Yep. And it'll be like bloody battle damage on him, just like the He-Man Battle Cat 2-pack.
Blood running down his face.
Stridor will be leaking oil.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep moving on here. NC Toy Con. I'm not sorry, not NC Toy Con. NC Comic Con, or no, New York Comic Con. Good Lord, that's ours is NC Toy Con. New York Comic Con. Some of the cool things revealed there. Diamond Select and Gentle Giant are doing some cool concept figures for Vader and Skywalker. So some of the early Macquarie art versions of their kind of jumbo size retro style or Kenner style figures, which I think is pretty cool. And they've done a pretty much a new sculpt on the Mandalorian figure, which I think is pretty cool. This looks different than the retro one that Hasbro put out. And I think it was cool. Some other things there. Lord Diamond Select had a big setup, obviously, because it's most of where the new toys came from. But I really dig this battle mode Iron Giants. Big fan of that. And this Tron set looks really cool.
Oh, that looks awesome.
That in toy halls in a second. It's kind of toy halls, maybe. And the Cobra Kai. These head sculpts look pretty good for Diamond Select. I don't know. What's your thoughts here? Because Diamond Select is notorious for not having good head sculpts. What's your thought?
They're getting better. But is that, do they only look better because we've seen so much worse?
It's like it's
looking at you, Playmates.
I know. Have you seen him in person yet? I've seen him at a couple Targets.
No, I haven't.
It's bad. It's bad.
But these look good. You know, these are they're getting better.
They are.
Definitely.
Like they're getting pretty good.
I just wish Diamond would work on their articulation.
Yep. Agreed. Like I don't know if they could hire somebody or something. I don't know. But yeah. No, I think the Cobra Kai figures look pretty good. Love the movie Sonic. Because I did love that movie. Did you see the new Sonic movie? It was pretty good.
I haven't seen it, no.
So cool stuff there. Let's see. Let's round out the rest of the news. Gargoyles. We had the packaging for Thalag. I guess I pronounced the name. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty cool. Even though the figure is basically kind of a repaint of Goliath. Packaging looks pretty good.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And any other things here in the chat that people want us to talk about for news before we move on to toy halls?
I think it's kind of disappointing that that NECA was doing this 31 nights of reveals, horror reveals or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, I get it. They got to reveal something.
Sure.
But just like revealing card art, like especially for the Toonie Terrors, come on. That's hardly a reveal. And they probably should have, if they were going to just show us card art and packages, they should have saved Elvira for Halloween night.
Yes. Yeah, they kind of jumped the gun there a little bit on Elvira. I would agree.
Yeah, and she looks great. She looks amazing.
A lot of Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people are saying Dragon Ball Z. You're right. There was a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I just don't like Dragon Ball Z. So
I
that
don't
is
know a
my
thing
bias,
about it.
and I apologize.
The
But
Gremlins look good.
yeah, all the Gremlins look great. So their Gremlins line is fantastic. So all about that for sure. Even though I haven't really bought a lot of them, they look great. I've gotten a few though. This I love Stripe. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, exactly. Plunderlings, you're right, but I don't. Some people love plunderlings.
I don't know enough about them.
I don't either, and I feel bad because somebody from them at some point sent in a request for me to review them, and I politely declined just because I don't know them, and I generally probably won't do free reviews or whatever if I'm reviewing it on the channels because I bought it with my own money and I like it. Or I wanted to like it, or I wanted to buy it versus a company giving me something to review.
Yeah.
Now, if they're going to give me something that I was going to buy anyway, maybe, but I kind of like not feeling beholden to anybody, I guess.
I'm curious because I seen a posting from New York Comic Con that Jesse DeStasio was going to be at the Plunderlings booth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he has anything to do with it, but he is huge in the Glyos world.
Yeah.
He created another line called Knights of the Slice,
Mm-hmm.
and that's taken off like gangbusters. That is unbelievable. But then it said he was doing signings at the Plunderlings booth, so I don't know if he has anything to do with them. If anybody knows, I'm curious.
Oh man, see, I messed up. This is the beauty of doing it live is you can call me out live, and it's not like I post it. And then next day, I'm like, oh, crap, I messed up. It was Mohawk. I'm sorry. Stripe is from the first one. Mohawk's the second one. I know. I know. I know. Thank you for correcting me. That's Mohawk, not Stripe. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to get, we have a lot of these sound bites that you could do but that's not really noteworthy. I need a clip of Michael Caine in The Dark Knight Rises saying, I'm sorry, I failed you. I need that clip just when I mess up on the show. Obviously, they never heard of Plunderlings. It's like an independent toy line, right? I know I know some people that really dig it. I think Dan Larson's a big fan of them on Toy Galaxy.
Yeah, they're like interchangeable little gremlin guys.
Yeah.
Really all I know.
But they're cool. They're really cool. I just, I only have so much money and so much space, so I have not going to. But for an independent toy thing, I think it's done really well for itself, and I'm really happy for them, and I wish them nothing but tons of success. I really do. It's not for me. They look cool though. Yes, you need that Michael Caine drop. I can't remember what. God, it was in a movie or something. The way you say Michael Caine as if you were saying it in his classic, accent, you just say my cocaine. I probably can't say that on the show. Probably get me shadow banned on YouTube. But if you say it and then just kind of like make your mouth like my cocaine, my cocaine.
Sounds right.
Right?
Sounds like he's saying it. He's introducing himself.
Exactly. I feel like have respect for how he pronounces his name, and that's how he pronounces it, Michael Caine. Yes, there was a Miss Pac-Man drop from Tamashii Nations, and I think they also had where is it? There we go. Listen, I'm a big Miss Pac-Man fan. Second to Tron, probably, or right there with Tron is my favorite retro arcade games. I have a real cocktail Miss Pac-Man, a legit one from 1982 that I restored that I play in my game room over there. And I freaking love Miss Pac-Man. So if I see this one in the wild, I'll pick it up, but I probably won't pre-order it. But it looks cool. Naruto, my sister was really into that, but I can't really speak to it. But I dig the packs here. But again, I'd probably go Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is a far superior game to regular Pac-Man.
How big are they?
They look, I don't know, they look about yay big.
It's hard to tell.
They look pretty good. They look pretty good. I know exactly where their booth is at San Diego Comic-Con. It's kind of funny just seeing their setup because I'm just so used to, because they're usually like there, and then Mattel is usually right next to them, and like Lego is like right over there, and then Diamond Select's like right over there. It's kind of just muscle memory where all their booths are at San Diego Comic-Con.
Now you're looking at it like the regular people.
Like the normies. Jay dropping the science. Yes, Miss Pac-Man is way better. Anywho. All right. Okay. Director says, I have Pac-Man. They're about the size of a baseball. So there you go. I Brandon 3G sent pics of the back of Buzz Off in the email.
Oh.
Hold on, let me refresh.
Drum roll.
There it is. Okay, hold on. Back. It's like the was it Jungle Cruise? The back of Buzz Off. This is happening in real time, folks. Thank you, Brandon, for sending these in. I want to just pull them down. Hopefully, I got the full res. Yes, this looks like a good res. All right, hold on. Breaking news indeed. The great reveal. Love both the Mrs. over Mr. Yeah, again, the original is great. It's the original, but Miss is way better. And the fact that it was a bootlegged version of Pac-Man, like it was going to be something else. And then the producers at, I think, Bally, it wasn't even Namco, I think, were like, this is a better Pac-Man game. And they reskinned it to be Pac-Man, but it was going to be a rip-off Pac-Man game that these people made. That's the
really? I didn't ever knew that.
There was a lot of like people took the boards and like made their own versions of it that were like knockoffs essentially. And so Miss Pac-Man was a knockoff Pac-Man that was going to be other characters, and they just reskinned it as Miss Pac-Man. Huh. Little known fact for you today here on Toy Geeks. All right. Boom. Brandon with the exclusive back of. So Brandon, I guess, confirm for us, it's not articulated. It just looks like a piece of plastic.
Yeah, it looks like it just shoots straight out of there.
Yeah. So there is no wing articulation. So, but I think that's fine. I don't think that's deserving of a sad trombone, John. I'm sorry.
No, it's still cool. I was just hoping, for that little plastic part that sticks out to be articulated.
It's true, but they would have been like little ball joints that went into it. And I don't know if that would have been a lot of extra money to do that, I think. I think that's fair. This one is deserving. Anyway, so that's that. All right, John. It is now time. Enough with this news about toys. That's not what we're here for. No, it is what we're here for. But another part of this is to share our recent toy hauls. John, did you rent several U-Hauls for your toy hauls this week? Oh no, he froze. Did I freeze? Did the chat freeze? This is where I don't know if I'm frozen or it's John that's frozen. I'm going to assume I'm not frozen. Let me know in the chat. Oh, there, you're back. There you are. Are you there?
I'm here. I froze, but you froze. I could still hear you.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Whew, that was crazy. It wasn't a full night lick. It wasn't a full night lick. It was a brief night lick. Okay. So you went first last time. Is it my turn to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Only John. Okay. Whew. All right. Disney Frozen. That is a callback. Where is it? Alias Angel Alias. Frozen John. I think it was it Freezor or Frozor or something like that when it happened.
In Frozen?
No, like it was the joke during that first live stream we ever did for PowerCon last year.
Oh,
A lot of fun jokes around.
Oh yes, Freezor. Yes.
Freezor. That's what it was. Okay. All right. So if you watch the channel, I've done a few like unboxing videos of these already, so you can kind of see my first takes and thoughts. But the first ones were picking up these kind of Fright Features style Stranger Things figures. And they're $12.99 each. They are clearly in the vein of Kenner figures that had action features, especially Fright Features. And I said it in the video. I said it in my Instagram post. I'm going to say it again. Toy Shiz, it's your fault. I didn't even know these were going to exist. But Toy Shiz doing the Lord's work, letting us know all the toys that are coming out. So definitely give him a follow if you haven't given Toy Shiz a follow. But friend of the channel, very good dude. Made a post about these, made a video. I was like, I need those. Fright Features style, I need them, and I love Stranger Things. And the one thing always held me back from buying toys is it's such an 80s show. And this is perfect, like vintage style toys after Stranger Things. Like, that's awesome. So the Dustin is pretty cool. His mechanism is kind of jacked on mine, but see, it keeps getting stuck. But there you go. And you can see the little dart hiding under his hat. You can watch the video to see the better view of it. But to me, the 11 one's the coolest because she actually has a bloody nose.
Oh,
See?
that's awesome.
So when her hand goes up, her mouth opens like she's screaming, and the nose starts to bleed, which I thought was really cool. That was really neat. All right. So that was those. I found this one today. I was really excited. So I'll do a review at some point. I may save most of my Ghostbuster reviews for November just to make it kind of a celebration of the movie coming out on the 19th of November. But I finally found the marshmallow launcher mini puff popper. So it's kind of like the modern version of the Ghost Popper. So excited to find that. Pretty excited. And then this I was pretty embarrassed about. So again, I've been hunting. I was trying to find web store. That's all I wanted all week was web store. And I couldn't find one. And I think somebody said in the chat, well, they're hitting everywhere. I was like, I know. And that's what's made it so stressful is I can't find the stupid web store. Again, I had an order with Mike from Nerd Bombers, so I know we'll get one eventually, but I really wanted it now. I want it now. But so I got to the point of obsession. It was really unhealthy to the point where I went into the Briar Creek Target because I have my normal rounds where I go, the Target's right by my house. Then I'll go to the Briar Creek Walmart, the Briar Creek Target. And sometimes I'll just I'll drive on 540 and hit that Morrisville Walmart. And then maybe I'll go a bit further and hit that Target that's near the Guitar Center in Cary.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's right off of 55.
Yeah, it's kind of like my full loop because I can do all of that kind of within an hour if I'm speedy. But anyway, so I go in the Briar Creek Target and then I see another toy collector kind of run out of the toy aisles with like figures in his hand. And I see him and you can just see that kind of like, I just got something. I scored. You know what I'm talking about. He's like,
I do.
And then I was already amped up because I'm trying to find a web store. And I was like, do I need this? I guess I need to get this. The way he was so frantically running away with a handful of these things. I have to get one. Otherwise, I'll be left out. So I got a pop.
The walk of shame of toy collectors.
So I guess there's a few Target exclusive pops. And the thing is, I've seen it like 100 times now, but I thought it was cool. And again, I was so amped up because of just how this guy was frantically running out with them in his hands. But anyway, it's this flocked Target exclusive gizmo with the 3D glasses.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I think you get a pass for that. I can't talk. I collect pops. I'll say it now.
I really try my best to not buy because there's so many. I could buy them all, and I know I would. So I try to. But again, he literally kind of had, I don't know, maybe 4 in his arms, and he's just like he was running out of the aisle, and I was like, oh God, is this my only chance to ever get one? I have to get one. And so, and I do love Gizmo. I love Gremlins and Gremlins 2, even though I mistook Mohawk for Stripe. Again, I apologize. But yeah, I was like, but it's flocked. And so, like, literally, I was like, all right, gotta at least get one. And that's what I did. I got a pop. Toy gods, please forgive me. I do not know what I do.
You had that urge. You feel worse walking out empty-handed than what you actually buy.
Yeah, exactly. Riley Bob, you get a pass because it's Gizmo, but only because it's Gizmo. Thanks, Riley Bob. I appreciate your kindness to me in this moment of weakness. T Ponder, I saw some guy in Target and he was so excited to find a pop. He was literally pumping his fists in the air over a pop. It took everything in me not to burst out laughing. Do you laugh? And I was like, oh God, do I need one? He's so excited. This must be worth thousands. 20 scalpers. No, they weren't. I was kind of like by myself. Michael, it's not too bad for that. Thank you. Hunt game is weak. I know. Figure assassin. He's been aggressive tonight. Flocked or stocked? It is flocked. The flocked looks great. Pops. That's how it starts. Just one again. That's why I've avoided it. BM. That's why I've avoided it. Jay is rich. I am not rich. I promise you, I'm not. My wife keeps a tight grip on the financial managing of this household. You are not forgiven. You should play the shame. Oh my God,
Oh,
yes.
We need to get that.
Nikki 6, good to see you, Nikki 6. Do you have the original applause stuff, Gizmo? He has one, and I have one as well. I also have the plastic one from LJN. If you watch my toy room tour, you can see it in there from this past year. The only pop I've gotten is the Noid. Well, is it Fear the Noid?
Avoid the Noid.
Avoid the Noid. Thank you. You should have helped with that. I didn't have the Ghostbuster Mini Puff Blast popper yet. They are $15 on eBay. If he was a scalper, he was bad at it. Clearly, he was so excited. He had him like he was like burgling him out like the Hamburglar at McDonald's. He was just like, I was like, My wife is not rich, but it's fine. You can think all you want. It's fine. Anyway, all right. I think I missed a super chat. Nasser and Nasir. Happy birthday, John.
Thank you.
Go, John. It shoots real marshmallows. Are these real marshmallows in here?
Can it shoot real marshmallows?
I would assume if it's like, one of the bigger ones,
Oh yeah, the
more
jumbo
size ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has this thingy in here though. That would get really gummy. I would think the air plunger thing.
Only one way to find out.
I'm not gonna do it.
Your kids might.
They might for sure. Bob. In all caps. Do I have to yell this? Will you get the mini puffs, pops, slime toys, and marshmallows from Walmart? I've already done the marshmallow packs. The canisters. I cracked the code on to get which one you want. So you can check out that video on this channel. It's somewhere. I don't know if I have a picture of I don't have a picture of the thumbnail right now, but it's on the channel. Check it out. I think that's the best way to say that. I don't know. YouTube's weird. Laughing over the hamburger. It was a pretty good impression. Was he wearing a typical stripe? Hold on. Where does it go? Where's I think he's. Where's the? I missed it.
I didn't see it.
Here we go. Here we go. Space Cowboy. Was he wearing the typical striped burglar shirt? He may have. He may have. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But yes, back to Bob the Awesome Bob. I have already reviewed the Marshmallow Surprise packs. And we'll also get the ectoplasm sets whenever I see. Again, I don't and there's no shame on anybody that has. It's great if they want to do it. I go out and find it and buy it. So there's no press stuff when I get it. So when I get it, I'll get it, and I'll absolutely do a video about it when I get it. Drop the no. Why would you say that, Macanita? We could have a real problem.
You can get more.
But then, what if they eat after midnight? I've seen how this plays out.
Yeah, but is that midnight East Coast or West Coast time?
Didn't they discuss this in Gremlins 2? I believe it was a discussion in Gremlins.
Did they? This was always my hang up. I got to go back and watch Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2, they're both so good, but Gremlins 2 is so good just because it kind of winks at the whole thing in a really funny way. So
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
You have a pop behind you. I know. I'll get them from time to time. So that's a Fernando Tatis Jr. pop. And usually I'll get a pop when there's not a normal toy to get. And, starting lineup went offline 20 years ago. So, and Mcfarlane doesn't do baseball figures or stactions anymore. So that's the best I got right now is for Fernando Tatis Jr. Okay. Last things, if you've seen it on posted earlier today. I saw them and I bought them, and after opening them and having them in hand, I regretted buying them. It looks like John froze again. Hopefully he comes back soon. Oh, there you are, John. You're back. Hello.
Hello.
But so yeah, I bought them and now I regret having them. So I'm going to return them. I have the receipt. I'm going to go back to my Walmart and return them. That's how low I think of these two motorcycle sets, 2 packs.
Are the figures even articulated?
They are. They're essentially the same figure as the normal release. So there's that. And to be honest, we were never that big of a fan of these motorcycles, especially the Road Ripper looking one. It looks really cheap. It looks like a McDonald's toy almost. But the Pain Thor motorcycle is kind of cool, I guess. But I'd rather have a Panther. I'd rather have Battle Cat from the show or Cringer. I'd rather spend $20 on that. But the figures themselves are okay. Again, it's the same exact figure, but way less paint applications. So for He-Man, he only has on his face and then on his crest right here. That's it as far as paint applications go. And then I was kind of still really excited for the Skeletor, though, because he kind of is Disco Skeletor style, right?
Yeah.
But look at how little paint is on this figure.
Is it just his eyes?
Just
everything
eyes.
Everything is casted in the plastic colors.
Yeah.
Just his eyes are painted?
Just his eyes are painted. And even in the normal retail release of the Skeletor, the pupils are painted on there. Everything. This is just like red on the eyes, and the plastic they use for his face totally washes out all the detail. I'm paying $10 extra, and I get a figure that looks worse than the $9.50 figure. And to the people saying you could keep and repaint them, I wish. Like if I was good at that, absolutely. But I shouldn't have to spend more money to make a figure look better, right? I don't know. I feel like
no.
I'm bummed. I was really looking forward to this Skeletor, and it was a big bummer.
Sad trombone.
100%. Hold on, where are we at here? This was the feeling. That's what I think about that.
Well, it's nice they're in that open box, easy to repackage.
Exactly. Like Walmart doesn't care. I'm just gonna throw them in there, some Scotch tape, wrap it in a bag. But that's where it's sad is like they'll probably put it back on the shelf at the Walmart, and then people are like, "How could?" I was like, "I wanted just to return it. I didn't want to have them to put it back for sale. Just send it back to the factory or something. I don't know."
Melt the plastic down. Turn it into a Barbie.
And the last thing I got was the Snake Attack Chaos Snake Attack playset, which again you also saw in that video. This I dig. The action features are okay, like the play features are okay, but where I really dig it is it just kind of. That's why I like playsets in general. Like it kind of just sets up a cool scene, you know. And so, like if I'm displaying this on a shelf, like I think this looks pretty cool.
That would make a good repaint. Put some details on the snake.
Yeah, and the snake's translucent, which is cool. And he has, so you know, he can kind of go around, and then I haven't got it perfectly yet because the tongue is hard to kind of trigger, but it'll like snap down his mouth. But it's really tough. Okay, I kind of did that slowly, but when I did it on the video, like it hurt. It's really violent. But anyway, so I kind of dig this. I kind of dig this set. It's neat. I haven't figured out where I'm going to display this yet, but this is a cool thing to kind of, you know, if you have the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe figures, it's kind of a neat ad.
It has a foot peg for He-Man.
It does.
Awesome.
So, standing strong. No foot peg for Skeletor, but he's got a little clip to hold him in. And if you like smack the head of the snake down, it like shoots him out of the chair or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's neat. I think it's pretty cool. Somebody commented on the video that they should have actually packaged this with slime. And I 100% agree because they have like the sticker of like the slime moat from the show. And there's also like painted slime coming down and stuff. They should have incorporated slime into this. I think that would have sent this into the stratosphere in terms of like cool toy.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, people saying it should have been King Hiss. Again, I think they explain it well on the show why they're in Snake Mountain. And I'll just leave that for you to see on the show. I thought they did a pretty good job explaining why it was. All right, John, that's all I got. That's a lot. What do you got?
I got a few things myself.
All right,
but I have not opened anything yet.
Okay. All right.
Everything was orders. I have not driven anywhere to pick up anything. But I did get in our Revelation Fakers.
Ooh, yeah!
And if you notice on both of them,
the armor,
the Skeletor armor fell out of the slots on both of them. And the packages aren't in great condition on either of them.
That's I'm an opener, but John, you definitely.
He got two! He got two!
The mailman! Amazing. I'm so happy because I saw some people, they like Target just shipped them a normal He-Man figure. So I was a little scared and nervous that it would be that, but I'm glad it was the Faker figure. So I'm really excited.
You know, I bet that's because, you know, these are supposed to retail for $30.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went to Target first, but they will eventually go everywhere else. So once they are everywhere else, the MSRP is supposed to be $30.
Gotcha. Okay.
Target has had these on their app for $20.
Yeah.
And they haven't fixed it. If you go to the store, they're still $30, but on the app they're $20. So I bet the people, you know, doing the shipping at Target or whatever,
mm-hmm.
You know, at their warehouse for the app, they're like, oh, it's a $20 figure. It can't be this.
Mm-hmm.
But $20.
That's awesome. That's great. Hung Wen had a question that I didn't mean to answer on this. It's in scale because the figures are 5.5 and these are 5.5. So I think it absolutely is in scale. You can use a little, well, maybe not, kind of can use a foot peg hole a little bit, but you know, it's in scale with Origins figures, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
the Origins figures stand up better anyway.
They do. They stand up way better. There you go. This guy's a little big on the chair, but he can sit there. Right? That doesn't look too bad.
That looks good. No, that looks good.
He-Man's there. So
doesn't look any worse than putting a vintage figure in a vintage vehicle.
Truth. Hashtag truth. So yeah. If you're interested in scale with this play set, I think it works. I mean the snake looks a little maybe actually I think it actually looks pretty good. So there you go. Oh,
Those look pretty good.
oh damn it, he dropped anyway. Anywho, all right. Sorry, John, to interrupt your toy hauls.
It's all right. Next up, my next Target app order.
Ooh.
The Mcfarlane Spawn Violator.
Woo!
It's the only thing I've picked up so far. I was surprised when it showed up on the app, so I just jumped at it.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing, I mean, it feels like it probably weighs. It feels like it probably weighs like 5 pounds.
Wow.
It is a chunky piece of plastic.
Wow.
I love the art too. It's
Oh,
so
it's
like it's like so classic.
Yes.
Like early Spawn, early Mcfarlane Violator.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And seriously, why is there a figure stand in here that's the same version of the ones for the basic figures? I don't think this thing needs a figure stand. And if it does,
You're in trouble.
that little thing that's like a 2-inch diameter is an insult.
It just makes one of his feet just wide enough that it won't fall.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god. I did that with the Diamond Select Real Ghostbusters figures. Because the Kenner style peg hole works with it, so I've put the little discs on both sides just to kind of help them stand up because I don't have one for them. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I think
That's
I
awesome.
think I have a bag of those ones.
What's the price on the Violator? Like how much is that?
He was $50.
$50.
Yeah. But I would say, in relation to the other McFarlane figures at $20, that's probably still a good price. $50 at that much plastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Bow. Man, I gotta open all this stuff. I got so much stuff to open.
Have you gotten your Batmobile yet? Oh, hey, yeah.
And today I ordered the Batcave.
Yes.
Oh, these are so awesome. And this is so 80s.
Right? I love it.
This is so perfect 80s.
It is. 100% agree. I know it's small, but it's too small. But to your point, like it just feels like if they made that Batmobile in the like it's just perfect. I love it as a toy. It's great.
Yeah, it goes so well with like Toy Biz, Kenner.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good.
I absolutely love
all of this stuff. All of it. The Violator, the Batman figures, Batmobile, all came in on the same day.
Yeah.
Each in its own box.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think of the head sculpts in person on the Batman figures?
They're amazing.
Right?
The paint on Joker's eyes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I really like the how they kind of dialed back the articulation because I think it just makes the sculpt look better.
Yep.
And I freaking again to your point, it's like it's not retro, but it kind of is in the spirit of it, and I think that makes it more fun. I don't know. Like I don't know if that's with intention or it just somehow came out that way.
Yeah. It's like if sculpt got better from the 80s, but then the articulation just kind of stayed the same. Sculpt and paint got better, but articulation stayed the same.
Yeah.
It's 80s.
Yeah. That's a great way to say it.
Oh man, I can't wait to open all this stuff.
Amen.
I got one more.
Ooh, what you got? Hey!
I finally opened up all the figures and everything as well.
Oh, nice. Awesome. What are you gonna do? Tall fit or what's your
Yep. Yeah, they're up in the Detolf.
Nice.
I gotta figure out how I want to put this in there.
It'll fit. I'm pretty sure it'll fit.
Does it fit well? I was kind of hoping the box won't fit in a Detolf, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Because I was kind of hoping to put everything in front of it with with Slimer and Stay Puft up on top with the guys shooting up towards him.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. But with the Detolf, I found you can do either fish string or with the Legends figures. I use the flight stand and tie this flight stand to the back pole or whatever. Like there's ways you can make it float in the Detolf.
Yep.
I need to get some more since they're becoming regularly available now. Just to have in box, but this is my open one. So it's sitting here next to my Batmobile, and they look so cool together.
I was going to, if this box was perfect, I was going to see if you wanted it. Like even if you wanted to just trade me your loose one, but this one does have a couple dings on it. It's got like one piece that's actually torn on the corner. Because when I opened it up and I saw just the back of the box in the shipping box, I'm like, oh man, this thing looks perfect. And then I turn it around. Wah, wah.
That's how it goes. That's Phineas says, how much was it retail? Was it like $40?
Yeah, $40. Toy Shiz had put it back, or said it was back up on the Walmart app. So jumped up on it. And it was, I ordered it on Sunday, last Sunday, and it was here on Tuesday.
Okay. Well, that's pretty darn good. That's good for Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's it. That's all I got.
Ooh, there was one thing I did. Okay, this doesn't really count as a toy haul because I haven't gotten it yet, but I pre-ordered it. So can I share what I pre-ordered?
Yep.
Oh, that's here we go. I'm really excited for this. Longtime viewers of the channel, and there was not that many back then. One of the first few big videos I did on this channel were around arcade 1-ups. And the first ever video I did on this channel was me driving straight to outside Nashville to buy a Tron arcade game. I have owned 2, upright original Trons, and I have had them in my game room 2 separate times. Each time I sold them because they're worth a lot of money, and I bought them pretty cheap, and I was like, I'd rather just sell it. The last one I had was a really nice one, worked well. But the second I saw the Atari Star Wars that Arcade 1-Up did, I was like, they're gonna do Tron. That's a Disney cab. Disney owns it. They did an amazing job recreating the Atari Star Wars cab. I'm gonna sell this Tron for I don't know, $3,000 whatever dollars it was. And I'm just gonna wait until Arcade 1-Up does a Tron. Well, let me tell you, my friends, they have finally done it. That was over 2 years ago. It is up for pre-order now on Target and maybe a couple other websites. But Arcade 1-Up is finally doing a Tron. And I'm super pumped. And not only does it have Tron, it has discs of Tron. It has both. If the Tron arcade, an original Tron, will cost you over $3,000 for a working one, a working disc of Tron is like $10,000. So,
oh my god,
getting this, and I believe it's $6.99. It comes with a stool. It's a little expensive for arcade 1-ups, but is amazing. I'm so excited. I pre-ordered it. I think it comes out. It starts shipping in December, so be on the lookout for that. But I'm super pumped. For this one. I mean, these are the renders, but there's pictures of the actual. There's the stool. But yeah, that's the actual picture of it. Doesn't look great. It has black lights in it. It has black lights up here, down there. Oh, it looks so good.
Is this the first one to come with a stool?
No, they've done a lot. They usually do like these packs, these retailer exclusives with stools. So they've had other ones with stools for sure.
When they make these ones, does it diminish the value of like a actual cabinet?
I don't think so, because again, like people that keep and operate real vintage arcade games are a unique breed, I think. Again, I have 2 real arcade games in my game room. I have a real Galaga upright and a real Cocktail Miss Pac-Man. And there's a lot of maintenance and just stuff you have to know about like programming old boards or fixing them, old CRT monitors. There's a lot of maintenance that goes into it. So I think people that buy these are less inclined to want to deal with the hassle of those. So I don't, like with the Atari Star Wars, I don't think those are still about worth the same. I don't think they've affected it negatively.
Mm-hmm.
But this Tron looks so good. It's a very unique cabinet. I think they've pulled it off well. I can't wait to get it in hand because I'm so excited. They even added lights into the control. Oh, so pumped. And
That
people
looks
kind of
awesome.
knock on the game, but I love the game. It's one again. I think it's my favorite because it's 4 mini games. They're really fun. Anyway, that's that. All right, John. Enough stalling. You know what time it is?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's that time again. It's the moment when we try to challenge John's ability and understanding of toys in a segment that we like to call Stump John. We're going to test his knowledge and see how we do. And that's right, everybody in the chat, everybody at home, say it with me. It's time to Stump that John. It's your birthday, John. Doesn't mean you're going to get off easy. We're still going to try to stump you. These submissions were from Andrew, and he only sent 2.
Okay. Did he send answers?
Yes. There are
Okay.
answers to both. There are answers to both. All right. Let's see. Let me pull up the pictures here. Okay. Do I got them? Yep. All right. Let me hide the sidebar. This first one looks borderline inappropriate.
That's what she said.
But let's pull it up here. Here we go. First accessory.
Well, I can tell it's like a conch shell.
Yep.
I can't even think what this would come with. Like a SpongeBob figure or something. Is it 90s?
No, much earlier.
Oh, much earlier. Is it from is it Barbie?
No, it is what could be considered a boy's toy, I guess.
Is it from a Mego figure?
I think so. No, it's not.
Oh man.
It's earlier than Mego, I think.
Earlier than Mego.
Yeah. I'll give it to you if you can just give me who character this or which character this goes with.
Is it from Gilligan's Island?
Nope.
Oh boy. It's earlier than Mego. I mean, the only things.
When did Mego start? Was it 70 something?
I thought it was like early 70s, like 72 maybe.
Yeah, so it's this pre-Mego. Pre-Mego.
Is it
You can't look at the chat because I feel like some people have
No, I'm not. I don't look at the chat when I do this.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of that was like lines at that point was Barbie and G.I. Joe, like big for the 60s, or like Marx stuff was popular. I'm not going to get this. I'm just going to keep on guessing, and
one more guess. You get one more.
Okay. It's you said it's probably considered a boys line.
Yes.
All
right. Finally,
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It is the 1966 Ideal Captain Action Aquaman costume accessory.
Wow. Nope.
So there's a lot of Aquaman guesses in the chat. Action Man. So those would have all been correct.
Would have never ever remembered that.
Where'd it go? There we go. Sorry. Did I go down? There we go. Last accessory. This one I got without even knowing. That maybe should give you. That's a hint.
You got without even. Oh, so you knew it with it.
I knew it
without
by
reading the answer.
Correct. I'll give you another hint.
Is it a trapdoor for the Hall of Justice?
So close. So close.
It's a trapdoor.
No.
Oh, okay.
My hint was going to be that it's in my camera shot right now, which again I think you're already on. Like you can see it right now. Not this accessory, but you can see what it comes with. But you already pretty much said what it is a part of.
What it's a part of. I'm just trying to think of the colors that would have been to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clear, right? It's solid plastic.
It is solid red.
Does it go to the Delta probe thing? Delta probe 1?
Well, are you saying like what? Why? Like what connection to the Delta probe 1?
Because that's the only like yellow and red thing I can think of.
Okay, yes, not part of the Delta 1. You were on the right track earlier when you said Hall of Justice trapdoor, but it's not the Hall of Justice trapdoor.
I'm trying to think of the parts from all that stuff.
Some people have already gotten it right in the chat. It is Kenner. It is Superpowers. And it is Hall of Justice. But it is not the trapdoor of the Hall of Justice.
Oh, it's the ramp from the platform, the landing platform to the thing that's over the jail cell, right?
Yep. Ding, 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 ding. Well, not the jail cell. Like when you open it up,
Yeah.
little landing pad for the Delta 1 or the Superman.
And it just kind of sits there and it's at an angle.
Kind of like set it on it so you can walk up to the.
That's the one part I've never had to that playset.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the one thing that bums me out that I have it displayed closed there. Just it fits, but it's one of my favorite play sets of all time, the Hall of Justice. It's such a good
Hall of Justice. Welcome, Matt.
Or Yoga Mat. I love that. Close enough, but that's the win. 50-50. I'm going to give it to you for your big birthday show. John, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight for this special birthday edition of Toy Geeks. John, have a happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
I wish you nothing but happiness, enjoy always, but especially on this very momentous maybe you don't make a big deal about your birthday, but 40 is a big deal. Making it that far is a big deal. You know, if you're not quite is it midlife? You're not quite midlife. Yeah, you probably live to 100, but still, it's a big deal.
Maybe. Well, thank you, everybody, for all the super chat gifts.
Yes, you have to. I don't know. Is Space Cowboy? Did he tabulate what everything was? I'll have to look at it afterwards. And don't worry, John. I'm gonna whatever it is. I'm just gonna give you. I'll just chip in for whatever YouTube takes out. You will get the full effect of these super chats tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
And hopefully it's enough to buy you whatever thing you're like. I don't know. I shouldn't get that. And then you're like, oh yeah, I got some spending cash.
It's gonna be irresponsibly spent.
Yes, exactly. And then you have to let us all know. Get another Grayskull.
Another one I don't have a place to put.
You can put it. I got mine right there. There we go. There's plenty of places. It fits anywhere. Use those super chats to get yourself an Aquaman shell bag. Lordy, look who's turning 40. Happy 40. Happy birthday, Retroaction. Happy birthday, John from CAF. You have to show us what you buy next. Yeah, exactly. 100% agree. Great show, fellas. I'll join you again in a couple weeks. Indeed. Gary, I miss you, man. I haven't seen you in a lifetime.
It's been forever.
Right? I feel like I got used to seeing him all the time, and now he's been out and about and busy, and now I just feel like
the country.
Yeah. There's this hole in my soul that Gary has left behind.
Deep as a well.
All right. Thank you all in the chat. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Hasta luego.